was still the same.
Right. So you're talking about the tools that you need in order to innovate. They need to be diverse, and you need to see all points of view. And you have one which is more like strict, I would say, more traditional maybe. And the second side is more like open innovation, which is like maybe more new. And I think that organizations which are more mature in their innovation would be more willing to try open innovation, and maybe companies which are less aware or used to doing innovation, maybe they'll be more reluctant to use these uncertain tools or like advanced tools of open innovation, maybe.
Yeah, but I've also tried to explain sometimes to people not so familiar with the design thinking tool set that although it looks playful, I'm very convinced that trying to fail early actually de-risks your product and your product and your project portfolio, because the sooner you get your customers and your patients and the actual end users of your idea or your product involved, the sooner you know, okay, this is working or this is not working, and then you can, with really small steps, you can come to a much better product in the end before you go to market than the traditional way of, oh, we're building a new air fryer and we think the public will love it, but we haven't actually asked the public if they're waiting for an air fryer.
So I agree. I totally agree. I think that the way of thinking of how could we make ourselves more resilient through failures is something that is like a bit contradicting. How can we be resilient if we are failing? But if we're failing fast and failing very early in the stage of the process, it's much less expensive than doing it in the end. And in the end, it's so the price is so high. So,
and if you translate that to healthcare, imagine what the impact is when you get the patient involved very early on, because it is around the patient that you're trying to build the healthcare system. So imagine how expensive the failure is if you don't get the patient involved at the very beginning, because in the end, if you got it wrong, there's no more patient.